Hey, this is Pastor Dave, and this is your Monday Mojo. Hope you had a great weekend. So this is a classic Monday Mojo, which means I didn't get to say what I wanted to say due to time constraints yesterday. So here we go, wrapping it up. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever been handed a responsibility, a task that you just knew was way above your pay grade, just way above what you could do, and yet the person that entrusted you with it believed in you and said, I want you to be a partner with me? That's what happened with Abraham and God, the man we know as Abraham. God entrusted him with the task of developing a nation, of bringing a nation into existence that would bless the entire world. And Abraham knew it was way above his pay grade, but he took it on and he believed. But about halfway through it, he made some decisions on how to make that plan work. And it created issues, and it created sideways situations. And it wasn't the way God had intended for it to happen. Ever been in that position when you had that responsibility and you're thinking to yourself, I'm done. This is the end of my time here. But God came back to Abraham and said, no, that you got it wrong, but that's all right. The plan's still going forward. God even blessed his sideways decisions. And so God gives to Abraham and Sarah a little baby boy, Isaac. Now he was 99 and she was 88, and they didn't think they'd ever have children. And he had the one son, Ishmael, who he loved very greatly. But God said, I want one that's going to come through you and Sarah. And Abraham loved him. And God said, I'm going to give Abraham a second chance. A second chance. And so he said, I want you to take your son, your only son, who you love, and sacrifice him. That's the story that gets people all sideways with God. How can the God be like that? Well, God knew what he was about to do. God knew that he wasn't going to let Abraham do that. But God wanted to give Abraham the confidence that he was still a part of the team and the second chance. And so Abraham obeyed. And the word used there for obeyed was Shema. It is the word that begins the prayer of every good Israelite. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Abraham obeyed, and because of that, we are here today. And the world knows someone named Jesus through the bloodline of Abraham, because God gave Abraham a second chance. And not only that, in the middle of it all, God provided the sacrifice so that Abraham could feel as though all things were right between he and God. That's the kind of God we have. Hands us responsibilities. We don't get it right. It's a job way above our pay grade. I think parenting is that. And yet God gives us second chances over and over to continually be committed to what he wants to do. Anyway, that's as succinct as I can get on your Monday Mojo. Have a great week.